Alright guys, Llew Gibson here. Today I'm going to be giving you a serious chest workout that you can follow. It's going to hit every single muscle group involved in the chest. Obviously the chest is one big muscle and it works, they all work together when you contract them. You can't just target the upper chest individually without the bottom of the chest coming into play. But you can put more emphasis on a particular part of the chest when you're trying to work it. So I like to work top down, start with the upper chest and work my way down because my upper chest is my weaker point, so I don't want to be fatigued going into that type of exercise. So I'm going to talk you through every single set, every single exercise before I do it and explain why I'm doing it. I was trying to find like a workout to do the other day on YouTube, and I was looking around, and all the big fitness people that you look up to now have sort of gone away from taking training seriously. They talk a lot about diet, and diet is really important, but I think people have gone the opposite side now. People are focusing way too much on diet, forgetting how important training is, and they're thinking when the diet's on point that everything else in the gym you can just go through the motions. So many people I see going through the motions, doing 3 sets of 10, counting reps when it's not even important. You've got to focus on the mind-muscle connection. You've got to be hitting every single muscle group that's involved in the chest or the back, because they're all broken up into little muscles, and you've got to hit them individually with different exercises that are specifically targeting the muscle you want to be working. So you've got to switch on when you go in the gym. You've got to be following a plan. You've got to know what you're doing, because you can't just go through the motions. So anyway, everyone loves chest. Everyone wants a bigger chest. This type of workout is going to be perfect to maximise the pump because of the rep ranges and the intensity that we're going to be training with. I've got the gym to myself so I can talk. There's no sound on the background, so I can actually talk you through each exercise without having like blaring music or people in the background. So it's going to be a good video. We're going to get some heavy sets in to start. One of the most important things I want to talk about is with the first exercise on any muscle group, no matter what I'm training, I will do about 8 to 10 sets of that. So the first 5 or 6 sets are going to be warm-up sets. I'm going to be in between sets, I'm going to be walking around, I'm going to be chucking my arms, swaying my shoulders about. I'm going to be getting blood involved in every single body part that's involved. So obviously with the pressing exercise, your front delt's involved, your shoulders are involved, you've got your triceps are involved, your forearms. I'm going to be isolating them, warming up with some tricep extensions. I'm going to be warming up with some side laterals just to get blood everywhere involved, so that when I go into my heavy sets, my working set then, my first working set will be at the top of the rack with the 50 kilo dumbbells, and that's when I'll start. So I've already done a set with 10 kilo dumbbells, I've done 17.5s, I'll probably go up next to 25s, then 35, maybe a set with something like the 42s, and then I'll go into my first working set of the 50s. So that's the stuff you don't normally see me do. You just see, you know, the edits put together of me chucking about the 50s, but that's what I do every single set. It takes me like 15-20 minutes to get into my first working set, and once we're there, that's when we're going, that's when we're firing, and then the intensity picks up and it doesn't drop. Starting off with incline dumbbell press, one of my favourite. Tempo with this exercise, it's not about squeezing at the top. With pressing exercises like this, I hate it when I see people doing this. You've got the isolation exercises to come when you're thinking about the squeeze. This is about shifting weight. This is about coming down correct, not half repping, coming all the way down so you're feeling the stretch as long as it's comfortable for your shoulder. And then you're going to be pressing up the same tempo, so it's about 2 on 2. So you're coming down 2 seconds, up 2 seconds, and keeping that for about 6 to 8 reps. So yeah, it is a serious video, but this is going to be hell of a chest workout for you to try out. I'm going to get straight into it now. Let's go. So 2 sets in, the camera decided to fall over on the first set, as you probably saw. I think I got 8 or 9 reps in the first set. Second set was definitely 8 reps. One thing that you probably notice that I do on the last rep, not to waste the rep. Loads of people do it and it really winds me up because you're wasting so much growth because that last rep is vital. You're grinding a rep out, right? You're using for the concentric. So perfect example, incline press. You're grinding the last rep out, you've done your 8 reps, you're on the 9th, you're pressing, you're giving everything. You get it all the way up, maybe have a spot, and then you just drop the dumbbells. Or you just leave it go down, don't control it, chuck them down. You've done the hard part, you've got it up. Just squeeze as hard as you can and control it all the way back down. Like it was another rep, like as if you're gonna go for another one. As soon as you get down, as far as you can, then drop them. That is gonna absolutely, your chest will be on fire. The pain will be insane. You'll feel the stretch better than you've ever felt a stretch, especially from a pressing exercise. With the isolations and the flies, you feel it anyway. But coming down on that last rep, holding it for like 4 seconds slowly on the negative, letting it come down, stretching your pecs. Trust me, don't waste that. All that effort you put into the last rep to get up, don't waste it on the way down. Control it. Compound press is out the way. Now we're moving on to a fixed press on the Smith machine. Staying with the incline, like I said, we're gonna weigh down. This is gonna be the last upper chest focus exercise. So what we've got is a variation of the Smith machine incline press. So it's all set up with a bench down there. Lightweight, you've only got 60 kilos on the bar. 10 reps, yeah, I know, wait for it. But it's 1.5 reps. So what we're going to be doing is really stupidly slow negatives to the point where you're going to think, Jesus, this is boring, but wait until you get a few reps deeper into the set. So we're starting off, coming down from the Smith machine, bringing the bar down, 4 seconds down. We've got a half, get the half rep first. So what you're doing then is you're using the chest, you're bringing the chest into play, and then as soon as it comes back down after the half rep, touches the chest, you explode as fast as you can up. So what you're doing is, you're making sure that you're not turning it into just a press where you're not thinking about it, like with a dumbbell incline press, because it's a common movement and the weight is swaying everywhere. You're just thinking about moving the weight up from A to B. But with this, because it's fixed, it's not going to go anywhere. If you can't handle the weight, you can just rack it at any time without hurting yourself. This is why you're using the half, so that you can get the chest involved, focus on the mind-muscle connection, and just press with the chest. Try and take the delts and the triceps out of it as much as you can. We've got 3 sets on here. Like I said, 1.5 reps for 10 reps. Wish me luck. Let's go. So we're only 2 exercises deep. The chest pump is already crazy and I'm not lying to you. We're only 6 weeks out. My meals have been exactly the same times every single day, exactly the same food. No substitutes, no macros anymore. I had a low weigh-in this morning, 85 kilos. So it's really serious now, but I've got a refeed tonight which I'm bouncing for, I can't wait. Today, instead of having like a cheesecake after my refeed tonight, I'll have something sweet before the gym so I can have an even better gym sesh, a lovely pump. So that's what I've done. It wasn't really like a cheesecake. It was I had a couple of rice cakes with quite a bit of Nutella on top and a lot of honey, so plenty of sugars in there. I've been craving sugar, so I thought I'd have it before the gym and I make sure I get a good session before my refeed tonight. So that's what I've done. This exercise now, we've got drop sets. I can't even hold this up because my chest is so pumped that it's like actually hurt that it's burning. But yeah, we've got 20 kilo dumbbells, 10 kilo dumbbells, so we're half in the weight. Simple, flat bench, we're moving now, hitting the whole of the chest. Dumbbell flies, absolute classic, one of the best for building the chest. Getting that wide shape to the stretch on the chest is unreal. So yeah, starting off quite heavy, failing at about 8 reps.
All it is you need, 'cause we are trying to find a way to feel. If I could sleep, I'd dream of what we'd be, but I can feel you slip first.
Just a quick tip as well, if you're bringing the dumbbells from this point to this point, yes, you get the full contraction in the chest, however, you're losing the tension from the dumbbells, because when you're lying back with gravity, you're bringing it from this point where there's still tension, and you're able to squeeze the chest. However, if you come completely to the top, fully contract the chest, you're losing all the tension. You're basically standing up with no weight, and you're pressing your chest together. So it's up to you whether you want to do it. You can do it as a variation, but if you want to keep the tension of the dumbbells on the chest, just come to about shoulder width apart and think of it in your mind as you're squeezing your chest, but you still got the tension from the dumbbells then. So yeah, I always draw whenever I'm doing dumbbell flies. When I'm doing cable flies, when there's constant tension no matter where you're standing, because it's a cable and that's what they're used for, that's when you want to come all the way in, and that's when you want to squeeze. Next exercise, one of my favourites, we're going over there, we're onto a machine now, a press again, just to pump the muscle full of blood, and then we'll move back to an isolation again. This is I'm using this as an isolation, because what I'm going to do is use lightweight, 3 sets again, 20 reps, same tempo the whole way through. It's going to be literally 2 seconds up, 2 seconds back, 2 seconds up, 2 seconds back, but there's no pause at the top and there's no pause at the bottom. So it's almost like, how can I explain it? You know, like a squat? It's like a squat without locking out your knees. So imagine that pain of just going up, down, up, down, up, down on a squat without having the pause at the top to go back down for another rep. That's what we're going to be doing now. Chest press, 3 sets, 20 reps. Moving on now to the cable flies. So this is what I was on about earlier. This is the difference. You're coming all the way down now and you're squeezing the fully contracted chest, and it's just like flies. So you're coming out nice and slow, controlling the negative, same again, floating in, and you're squeezing all the way together so that the cables are touching each other, both hands are touching. It's going to be a sort of a superset. 3 sets all together. You're going to go heavy on the first one, like I said, walk it out so that you can hold the weight. You're going to lean forward, you're going to put one leg forward so you can really, you know, lean forward, get a bit of momentum going, so you can shift a bit of weight on the flies. Then you're going to drop it down really slow on the second, on the drops, on the sec after the first drop. Nice and slow. Stand right below the cables. I'll give you an example now with a video. And then you're going to go nice and slow and squeeze, and the cables are going to be touching almost your belly, so you're going to be keeping it close to the body, whereas with the first exercise you're going to be coming out in front of the body. You'll see what I'm on about now. It's hard to be explained. I'm knackered, I'm in prep mode, my head's gone, so yeah, just watch the video and you'll see what I'm on about. last exercise finally now. So that was a massive burnout. All we've got left is dips to finish. Just 3 sets again, body weight failure. We're not chucking any weight on here. We're just trying to lean over, keep constant tension on the chest, trying to shift the focus away from the triceps because that is heavily involved in the dips. So we're leaning over. What I do is I tuck my knees up, using your abs to hold them up, and then just leaning over onto the chest to make it into more of a press rather than using your triceps. So just 3 sets, bodyweight failure. Just literally go for it, max out now, finish strong. Alright guys, so that's the chest workout done. Feeling amazing. The pump is incredible. Make sure you subscribe because we're only we're just about 6 weeks out now. So I think this is 7 weeks out. I don't know, something like that. I'm not too sure. But we got a couple of comps coming up afterwards anyway. So we're about 7 weeks out. Body power's in 6 weeks. So make sure you subscribe for the prep. Any other videos you want to see, comment below and I'll always get back to you. I'll reply and I'll probably get that video out for you as soon as possible. So like the video if you like this type of video because it is different. I don't see many people doing them anymore. Like I said, it's a flat out chest workout that you can do. It's none of the fancy stuff, all these edits and stuff. Just a raw workout. Lots of tips in there involved with how I train and what's different about what I do for each exercise, little tips and stuff like that can help you out big time. So make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you in a bit.